Hey guys, it's Basketball Star 1130. I know I haven't been back in a while. Sorry about that. It's just that I've been really busy myself, personally, with this being my senior year in high school with schoolwork and senior project. I've just been really busy with that lately. But right here today in this video, I'm going to be doing a Super Bowl 55 preview again. Sorry that this is so late for tomorrow. So let's just jump straight into it. So it will be Super Bowl 55, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fun fact, I'm sure all of you already know this if you're a football fan, diehard football fan like I am, like me. But the Buccaneers are the first team to host their own Super Bowl. The the Vikings almost did it in 2018. That was the year the Eagles went on to win the Super Bowl, but they didn't do it. But Tom Brady, the Buccaneers are the first team in NFL history and Super Bowl history, I might add, to host their own Super Bowls. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the Chiefs side of things, offensive defense, Buccaneers side of things, offensive defense, then give my personal prediction score and Super Bowl MVP prediction. So let's get started. So first for the Chiefs, 3 keys to the game for the Chiefs. So obviously, 3 keys to the game for the Chiefs. So number 1 key is pressure. This can be offense or defense. I mix these, but number 1 key is pressure Brady. You got to get pressure from Chris Jones. Frank Clark is going to have to step up. That secondary will just help that secondary out. Daniel Sorensen, Bashaud Breeland is a really underrated corner. But key number 1 is pressure Brady. Key number 2 is speed kills. This isn't really a key. Well, it is. Speed kills. Utilize your speed. Mecole Hardman, give him some end arounds. Tire the Buccaneers defense out. Obviously, Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, can burn anyone. Scotty Miller said if he was in a race against Tyreek Hill, he would take him. Obviously, he's going to say that, but that's not true. But speed kills, so that's the second key to the game, wear the Bucs defense out. And the third key to the game is utilize a lot of play action and fake the Buccaneers defense out. When the Chiefs utilize play action, they're very effective with it because they think they're running the ball with Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Le'Veon Bell. Or Daryl Williams came on really late in the playoffs too. He's been really fantastic for them. Was very good in the regular season, but in the postseason it was really good. So yeah, I think they can do that. So 3 keys to the game. Pressure the Chiefs defense line needs to pressure Brady with Chris Jones and Frank Clark needs to step up. And then second key to the game for the Chiefs, utilize speed with Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman down the sidelines. And third key to the game is utilize play action to confuse the Bucs defense. I'm gonna have 2 offensive X factors. So 2 offensive X factors on offense and 2 on defense for each team. So for the Chiefs, 2 offensive X factors, I am going to go with Travis Kelce. Obviously, he's going to be matching up against sometimes Devin White, but maybe all the time. He's going to be matching up against Lavonte David. Lavonte David is a seasoned veteran, but he's never really been in the spot before. I think he's been in the Bucs the whole time. I don't think he's even ever made the playoffs, but he's looked really good. I'm a big fan of the Buccaneers defense and Lavonte David. But Travis Kelce, and then another X factor will be Mecole Hardman, actually, I think. I know a lot of people are saying Tyreek Hill, but Mecole Hardman, it's hard to game plan for him because DeMarcus Robinson and Sammy Watkins are there, but Mecole Hardman stepped up in a big way. I know he had that fumble in the beginning of the Bills game, but we know how that turned out. But another X factor on Chiefs defense, Tyrann Mathieu, safety Tyrann Mathieu, he'll have to be all over the field. He'll have to be all over the field. He can play slot corner. He can stand up at linebacker sometimes. He can play strong safety, free safety. He can be in the box. He can do anything, scan the field if you want to. So there's Tyrann Mathieu as a first defensive X factor. Second and final X factor on the defense I have here is I was going to go Frank Clark, but he's getting kind of disappointing since he got to Kansas City in that trade from the Seahawks from Seattle. But I'm going to say Chris Jones pressuring Brady, getting up the middle from that defensive tackle spot will be key. Now on to the Buccaneers side of things. 3 keys to the game for the Buccaneers. Again, it could be offense or defense mix. Number 1 is run the ball and not exactly wear the Chiefs defense out, maybe a little, but keep the ball, keep Mahomes off the field, run some clock with Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette. Playoff Lenny is in full effect. So, I think Leonard Fournette has really come on late in the year and in the playoffs. And Ronald Jones has been really underrated all year, so run the ball, wear out the clock. Number 2, pressure Mahomes get organic pressure from the D-line, because I said this in the Bills game, not on here because I didn't do a preview. Sorry about that again. But I said this on the Bills game to my family and dad and brothers, and my dad and brother, that when the opposing team pressures, not blitz from like the linebackers and secondary and stuff, but pressure, organic pressure from the D-line, Mahomes says like a 47% completion percentage, so they got to get organic pressure off the D-line, yeah, the Buccaneers do from Ndamukong Suh, obviously, Jason Pierre-Paul, I think he's due for a big game, so yeah. And then third X factor here is you utilize the tight end, throw him off. Rob Gronkowski, maybe throw a little trick plays in there. I saw like Gronkowski to Brady. That would be awesome. But Brady catching a touchdown in the Super Bowl, that would be perfect. I would hate it because I don't really like Tom Brady, but it would be good for the fan service. So yeah, 3 X factors to the game. Run for the Buccaneers. Run the clock out with Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones. Keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. All that. Second key to the game for the Buccaneers is get pressure for Jason Pierre from the D-line, organic pressure for Jason Pierre-Paul and Ndamukong Suh. Willie Gay's going to be out, but it doesn't matter really because he doesn't do much anyway. But so yeah, to confuse them. And the third key here is utilize your tight ends, Rob Gronkowski, Cameron Brate, O.J. Howard. They have one of the best tight end rooms in the league competing with the Colts. I think they're better. I think Gronkowski, Brate, and Howard are better than Burton, Mo Alie-Cox, and Jack Doyle over there in Indy. But anyway, utilize your tight ends. Maybe throw some trick plays in there. So, okay, so those are the keys to the game for both teams. 2 X factors on offense for the Buccaneers. For me, it's going to be the running backs, Ronald Jones / Leonard Fournette, obviously. Ronald Jones / Leonard Fournette, we'll group them together because that was one of my first keys to the game for the Buccaneers. Run the ball and keep Mahomes off the field, and that's how they're going to do it. They have to have big games. Playoff Lenny, like I said, is in full effect. Ronald Jones has been really underrated all year. So yeah, Ronald Jones / Leonard Fournette is a key. I know it's technically 2 players, but I'm going to group them together because they're both running backs, and they're one of my keys to the game. And that second X factor for the Buccaneers on offense, in my opinion, will be Rob Gronkowski. Do some trick plays with Gronk. Obviously, you could say Mike Evans. You could say Antonio Brown. You could say Chris Godwin, who's a free agent, by the way, this offseason. But I think Rob Gronkowski will be an X factor. I think he's going to have a really big game because I don't know if the Chiefs linebackers can, like, I don't even know the Chiefs linebackers that much, but I don't know if they can match up against Gronk very well. I don't think they can if I don't even know him, really. So, so there's my offensive X factors to the game for the Buccaneers offense. Play Leonard Fournette / Ronald Jones at running back, then Rob Gronkowski at tight end. Now my 2 X factors, defensive X factors for the Bucs defense. I think it will be Jason Pierre-Paul. I think he'll step up and have a really big game. Jason Pierre-Paul, and then this might be a surprise, but Antoine Winfield Jr. He's been really, really good. We'll see if he wins Defense Rookie of the Year. I think it'll be Chase Young, but he gets a close second. He wins Defense Rookie of the Year at the NFL Honors. It's where they reveal all the awards tonight. When you're watching this, it'll most likely be over. The award will be revealed, or the show will be going on, whatever. But Antoine Winfield Jr., I think, will have a really big game, and he's playing for revenge because he wants to play for his father. Antoine Winfield, back in the day, is his father. So there are my 2 defensive X factors for the Buccaneers: Jason Pierre-Paul getting to the quarterback, and Antoine Winfield Jr. at safety. So yeah, now for my personal prediction, I know it's hard to go against Tom Brady, but I am going to go with the Chiefs. Tom Brady, if he wins the 7th Super Bowl, he said he wants to play beyond 45. I made a joke that, like, he'll still be 50 and winning Super Bowls, or at least getting into the Super Bowl, if not winning them when he's 50, but he wants to play beyond 45, and he never gets injured. Like, he must pay someone to, like, keep his body up. Like, he must pay for his body. You look at LeBron, like, he never gets injured either, other than, like, a couple years ago, but Brady is just, man of steel. It's Brady against Father Time, and so far Brady is winning by far, in my opinion. If he wins the 7th Super Bowl, it hurts me to say. I've said Joe Montana for forever, but Brady will be the GOAT. It'll go Brady, Montana, then Peyton Manning. So Tom Brady, Joe Montana, then Peyton Manning. he's probably already GOAT in a lot of people's eyes. I just think if he wins another Super Bowl, he definitely is in my eyes. So yeah, Chiefs win. Now the over-under, because Patrick Mahomes, and he's only like 25. He just turned 25 a little bit ago. He's only 25, and he signed that massive 10-year, $501 million contract. $400 million is guaranteed, so he gets injured, a career-ending injury. You can't predict that stuff, but he's guaranteed $400 million. He's owed $400 million no matter what. So 10-year, $500 million contract. That's awesome. He's worth every penny in my opinion. He's amazing. So I just can't. Mahomes, like the GOAT versus the young GOAT. I mean, it's like you can't pick against Brady in the playoffs and Super Bowl. It might as well turn into you can't pick against Mahomes in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. The Bills, they got rid of Tom Brady and the Patriots, but now they're gonna have to go through Mahomes and the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs every year. So it's kind of not sad, but it's kind of hard for us Bills fans, including myself, to really wrap our heads around. We got rid of Brady and now we move on to Mahomes, so I get to the trade-off. I don't know if Chiefs will come close to the Patriots dynasty if they keep this up. But I don't think anything, or I don't know if anything can come close to the Patriots dynasty with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick should retire as a coach, honestly, but that's another video for another day. But yeah, I think the Chiefs will win. Patrick Mahomes is so transcendent, such a transcendent talent. Such a transcendent talent and player, in my opinion. Sorry about that. He's such a awesome player to look up to, and I really enjoy watching him. Most talented player in the NFL. People said if he wins the Super Bowl, where will he be ranked amongst all-time quarterbacks? And that's a fair question. He's only 25. If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, they might as well be there like every year and go for a three-peat. So yeah, in the over-under for this game is 56, which if you don't know what that means, it's not like betting or anything. It just means that the 56 total points. So like if you go like 30 to 26, that's right at 56. Like that's right at the line. If you go like 30 to 20, that's obviously, well, no. If you go 40 to 36, that's 76 points. But I'm going to take the under on that and go, I'm going to take the under on that and go 30-24 Chiefs win. And that's obviously 54 because 30 plus 24 is 54. So I'm taking I'm taking the under on the 56. On the over under, I'm taking the under. So yeah, tell me what you guys think below. Have a good Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves with your family and friends and stuff, whatever you do. Anyways, guys, this is Basketball Star 1130. I can't wait to get to off-season NFL free agency. It's my favorite time of the year. I love NFL free agency. As soon as the Super Bowl ends, I'll be pumping it out after school, and I'll be back. So, anyways, guys, this is Basketball Star 1130. Thanks for watching. Bye.